What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you I got John Lynch today, and I said, listen, man, I need you to cook. Make sure you turn the stove on. And he turned the stove on today. He's cooking. You might not like what he's cooking, but he's cooking. You were hoping I'd be live early again. No, I was posting a lot of content. It took me some time to get the content cooking. So sorry about that. Yeah, hold on. Oh, man, my post, I got to redo it, actually. But yeah, I was posting content. So sorry about that. Yeah, I told you if I say it, he's gonna. If I say I'll be back with some more news, it's gonna happen. And I called it. I know the Niners. They had to get rid of all these players. They had to break your heart yesterday. They had to break your heart yesterday, and today they're mending it a little bit. I mean, it's not the biggest signings in the world. I told you it's not going to be like these big splashy. It's not going to be splashy. It's not going to be splashy. You know, I mean, day type of day. Sorry, it's not going to be a splashy type of day. But the 49ers had to do what they had to do, and what they did was they signed some veterans, some depth, and you know, you can't be mad at it. You can't be mad at it. Today, the 49ers, they signed again a new wide receiver, Demarcus Robinson from the Rams. A lot of people, they're iffy on this one, but he was a healthy player last year. He played more than Cooper Kupp. I saw someone say, oh, they should have got Cooper Kupp from the Rams. Cooper Kupp missed most of the season. He was injured. Demarcus Robinson, 10-year pro. I know we're talking about getting younger, but they needed a veteran. He's a cheaper option. He had 31 catches, 505 yards, 7 touchdowns with the Rams. You got Juwan Jennings, Brandon Ayuk, Ricky Pearsall, and Jacob Cowing. I like the wide receiver room. They signed him to a 2-year deal, $9.5 million, $6 million guaranteed. You're paying him $9 million for 2 years for a wide receiver that could come in and do a little bit of everything. He could run and play like the Debo type stuff. He can do outside. He can do a little bit. He's a versatile guy. He's a great blocker. Very, very good blocker. He's a 4th or 5th round receiver. You got, again, Ricky Pearsall. He's supposed to take a leap. You got Juwan Jennings. You got, who else you got? You got Jacob Cowing. It's going to open the door for a guy like Jacob Cowing, who everybody was screaming, get him touches, get him touches, get him touches, get him touches. Jacob Cowing's going to get some touches. And Demarcus Robinson's a very solid player. And he could also be a return man, a return guy, ladies and gentlemen. That is big time news that the 49ers can add him as a return man. So I didn't hate the move. I thought it was a solid move. Again, 49ers are spending money on low risk type guys. You know, they can give us a reward. They're not going to go and break the bank. You know, I know a lot of people want them to break the bank. Sorry, let me repost this real quick. But they're not going to break the bank this year. It's just not the way the Niners are operating. And I know a lot of people are upset because they didn't go after big name guys. They didn't go after the Nikes. They didn't go after the big brand. But that's what the 49ers, they told us already that they're not going to spend at the, you know, a big amount of money. Now, he might have some issues with suspension with the DUI, but I'm sure that'll get cleared up. I mean, look at the Chiefs. They got people beating people up and all this stuff, and it gets passed. I don't even know what legal stuff, and all that stuff's alleged anyways. So we'll see how this plays out. But Demarcus Robinson's a solid veteran. He knows the division. He played with the Rams for several years, and it's a good player. I don't hate it. I don't think we need it to go get and overspend on a guy. You can go draft some players. Again, 11 draft picks. Demarcus Robinson, not bad. Not bad. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you absolutely think it's stupid? Do you trust the guy? I will say he had, 31 catches, but on, I think it was like 62 targets, 61 targets. That's the only thing I'm a little, I don't know. Did he drop a lot? Did he just have bad routes? Whatever the case was, that's something that needs to be fixed because he did have a lot of targets and he had a lot of he didn't have a lot of completions in terms of that. He had 50% of his targets caught. So that to me is a little bit of an issue. I'm not going to sit here and say is the greatest signing of all time, but he's a solid depth guy. A few years back, the 49ers went and got Ray McLeod. He was a solid depth guy. You can play him on special teams as a return man, and maybe Demarcus Robinson could do that. He is a little older, so I don't know if he's going to want to return punts or kicks, you know, at being a 10-year vet. So maybe he's just going to be that veteran guy in the clubhouse, and you need a guy like that. So Christine says, as long as you can stay out of trouble. My grade on this one, I like B-. It was a decent move. You signed him for cheap. You needed a wide receiver in the group, a veteran. I mean, C plus, B minus. It wasn't the greatest move of all time. It wasn't a horrible move. I think it was okay. It was average, but it's a guy that can bring some depth to the wide receiver room. I'm not going to sit here and say it was the greatest move, but it was a move, and the 49ers needed depth. And again, they're shopping at the bargain bin this year because they don't have a lot of the money to spend, and they're going to have to just add guys that you may not know. I don't know some of them. I'm like, who the hell is that guy? But hey, we're going to get to know him. And again, some of these players that we might not know because we're 49ers. We're diehard 49er fans. We follow the 49ers. We know every player on the roster. We don't follow every other team like we follow with the Niners. So a fan of another team might be like, oh, my God, I can't believe we're getting rid of so-and-so. And we sign them on the Niners. Who the heck is that? Because we don't follow them. So that's it. I think that's one of the big reasons a lot of Niner fans are like, who? We don't have every player in the NFL. So I think that's the case. The 49ers are just signing guys that aren't household names. They're not, brand names. They're shopping at, Walmart and getting the bargain bin players. And that's okay as long as they could come in and contribute. These are your depth players because your starters are going to be your former draft picks, your homegrown talent. Your starters are going to be Ricky Pearsall. Starters are going to be Juwan Jennings. You built them through the draft. Your starters are going to be Malik Mustafa. Your starters are going to be Fred Warner. Those guys were the 49ers homemade draft picks. And then if they get hurt, if they do, which it happens, and I hope they don't, and you got a guy like Demarcus Robinson who could step in, and you got a guy like Jason Pinnock that could step in at DB. That's what the 49ers are doing. And they're also helping their special team. Their special teams was devastating. So record for lives in a day, probably. No, last year, every free agency period, in the offseason, we're cooking. We always live. I did a little different last year, but I was live a lot. This is what happens when you have $77 million in dead cap space, as Russell Garcia thinks. He gets it. This is what happens. You can't sign filet mignon type players. You got to go and get, a McDonald's value meal. But, sometimes a McDonald's value meal hits really well when you do that. But the problem is the 49ers were getting caviar and filet mignon, and all that filet mignon was very bad. It's very bad for the team. All that red meat was causing to get gout. They were swollen. They're swollen with money problems with dead cap space. Javon Hargrave was a terrible contract. Brandon Ayuk, terrible contract. All these bad contracts, it's really given the 49ers PTSD. There's PTSD with the fan base, right? When we see certain things, like when I post on Instagram and you see the breaking news template, your guys' heart drops. Like you guys get pissed off. Don't put the fucking breaking news template if it's not breaking news. I gotta do sometimes. But this is the whole thing. The 49er fans have PTSD. Imagine the 49ers front office. They have PTSD for all these contracts. They overpaid for everybody. And now they're a little hesitant. So, yeah, you get started the month. Russell just gets it tonight. He says, you start the month out with tomahawk steaks. You get your paycheck, right? You get that paycheck, okay, we got to get some tomahawk steaks. We cooking. We're going to have a good feast. By the end of the month, after all your bills are paid, by the middle of the month, bro, you're eating ramen. Not me. I overindulge, right? So I probably spent a little bit too much on food. I know it doesn't look like it. Spent a little bit too much on food. But yeah, that's the point. You get lavish. You spend what you can when you have it. And once you lose that money, I gotta cut a little cord. I'm going to eat a little ramen today. I'm going to eat some canned soup. I'm going to eat a grilled cheese sandwich. So we'll see. Oh, boom. Bills. Breaking news. I got to go. We got to go. We got Joey Bosa to the Bills. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Bills. Oh, no. $12 million for Joey Bosa. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? We did not get Joey Bosa. I'm crashing out. Oh, we're going to get Joey Bosa. Holy shit. Joey Bosa did not sign with the 49ers. He's signing with the Bills. Oh, my God. The crash out of the century. Ladies and gentlemen, we did not get Joey Bosa. Oh, man. Disgusting. Disgusting. Out of all teams, don't believe Matt Mayoko. That man lied to us. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. 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 Where's the pick? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I told you JPA football was gassing you. I told y'all. I told y'all. I knew it. I knew it. Unbelievable. 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 $12 million, man. Woo! Wow. Unbelievable. 49ers missed out on Joey Bosa. He goes to the Bills. The Bills, the one team that wasn't even mentioned. This is why I'm telling you. Matt Mayoko said, keep an eye on this guy. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. Matt Mayoko went 0 for 5. LeVar Ball went 3 for 3. 49ers. They didn't sign Joey Bosa. Oh, my God. Yeah, I told you JPA posted it, and I said it wasn't official. It wasn't official. People cooked me in the comments today. And I said, it's not official. He's aggregating news. He literally does what I do. Aggregate the news. Woo! Unbelievable. Wow. 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 He gone. He gone. Wow. 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 That's unbelievable. Wow. Wow. $12 million, 1 year deal. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? Unbelievable, man. What are we thinking? Whoo! Oh man, he gone. You know what though? Let's talk about this since we are live. We might as well talk about it since we're live. I can't believe the news dropped while we were sitting here talking. I can't believe the news dropped while we were sitting here talking. That's depressing. When the news drops when we're talking. He was injury prone. That's what everybody's gonna say. I get that. That would have been fun to have the Bosa brothers, but you know what? He did have a lot of injuries. He's gonna go replace Von Miller in the Bills. Bills got a good chance to win a Super Bowl. They got Josh Allen. I would have taken Josh Allen over Brock Purdy anyways. He didn't want to play with his brother. That's crazy. That's tough. Unbelievable. Joey Bosa, man. I was actually pretty hyped up to sign Joey Bosa. But again, what did I say? Matt Mayoko has missed out on everything. Every single person he rumored to the Niners. Jonathan Allen, Dahlman. Who else? Joey Bosa. He said Jermaine Sherwood, the linebacker from the Jets. DJ Reed. He said Ashton Davis. Every single player they didn't sign, man. I did say Purdy over Allen at one point. Jimmy over Watson. And Jimmy over Watson was crazy. But looking back at it, Jimmy over Watson probably clears because Watson went and became a bonehead. But yeah, Purdy over Allen, there's no. I wouldn't take Purdy over Allen. Stahaj says, Joey Bosa is an L brother. because of this. I want to see what Mama Bosa thinks about it. I want to see what Mama Bosa has to say about it. That is good. Mama Bosa gonna beat his ass on Thanksgiving. That's crazy, man. How are you gonna turn down the brotherhood? You can turn down the brotherhood, man. That's crazy. Oh man. Oh, Mayoko. Yeah, he's done, bro. Tej says, why is Salah here then? Because they got to have a real defensive coordinator. You had a janitor as defensive coordinator. Like, do you realize last year your defensive coordinator was like he could probably be a janitor. No disrespect to janitors, but if you're a janitor, you have no business being a defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? He was so bad. Nick Sorensen was absolutely generationally bad. And Kyle and Salah, the boys, he said, I'm going to do you a favor. So, yeah, Robert Salah needs to come and fix his defense. But I get it. They don't have the talent. But at the end of the deal, man, at the end of the day, Joey Bosa, hold up. Joey Bosa, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. At the end of the day, man, yeah, he's a great player, but there was a lot of injury risk, and that's what everybody was saying. I get it. I was really on board with it, but injuries were there. And again, the Bills were a team that nobody even thought. It was Miami and 49ers. According to every 49er reporter, they would have told you Miami and 49ers. Miami, that's the AFC East rival. He went to the AFC East rival in Buffalo. He's from Miami. He went to Buffalo, cold-ass Buffalo. 49ers, California, beautiful weather. Miami, beautiful weather. He didn't go to those two places. He went to Buffalo. Woo. Same time next year for Joey Bosa. Sahad, yeah, maybe next year we'll hype it up again because he's in a one-year deal. Next year it's going to be the same. Matt Mioka's 49ers, keep an eye on him. He didn't get him last year. It's going to happen, bro. Oh, man. I'm shook. I'm not shook. I'm more of like, we just got they gaslighted us so bad. These 49er reporters, they gaslighted us so bad. Like you can't believe anybody. And then even Adam Schefter, or was it Ian Rappaport today? Ian Rappaport, he was on Pat McAfee. Nick Bosa or Joey Bosa's in the mix. These guys don't know what to talk about. They don't know what to talk about. Pretty Ricky, Slick Rick on Twitter. I told you he was lying to us. You're going to listen to a man who has a dog as a PFP. No offense to dogs, but you got a man who has a dog face PFP. Told everybody Joey Bosa to the Niners. It's a thing. And then you had JPA quoted, oh, yeah, he's coming. And then I got in a fight with people in my comments and says, JPA is not wrong. He never posts wrong information. He's posting rumors on Twitter. Half that information is false because half the time I post the same news and it's false. So, oh, man. Rod, he didn't sign since he didn't sing. I don't sing, man. You didn't do your dance. I don't know. We came on to talk about Demarcus Robinson, ladies, and we came on to talk about Demarcus Robinson and Joey Bosa signs. Joey Bosa, man. What a guy. What a guy. What a guy. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy. I don't know. We'll see what the rest of this day goes by. I'm going to take a little break. 49ers signed Demarcus Robinson, and Joey Bosa goes to the Bills. I can't believe Joey Bosa hijacked the topic today, and that's what happened. So that's it. 49ers signed Demarcus Robinson. I thought it was a good signing. That's the end of that. Joey Bosa to the Bills. Good for you. Good for you. I hope your mother is mad at you. You guys have a good rest of your night. I'll be back later. If there's more news, I'll be back. And I will be live with Larry Krueger tonight. You guys have a good rest of your day, man. Oh, my God. What a night. What a night.